the weekend, I was able to try out the Miyoo A30. And I'm the type of person, I don't really like to complain on things. I really like to see the good in a handheld console, anything. I do. I try to find some good at it. But I guess that I started to understand what everyone was complaining about when it comes down to this thing. I was playing it and I wasn't really feeling it. And I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to compare it to like the other handhelds, because I feel that as I was like playing with this thing, don't get me wrong, like far as like the actual size of it and all the stuff that comes with it, I think it looks good. I do. I think it looks really, really nice and retro. I was really happy with it. And mine came just like this in a pouch with all the pieces inside, and with the charge cable, and it actually had this with the C type 2 headphones, so it can have this look. I like the fact is that it got the analog, but I didn't really think about using it really. So, and it also comes with a SD card full of games. So, but okay, I think as I was saying, and the size of it, to me, I like the size of it because it's like real small. It looks like a dumb phone. And if you guys don't know what a dumb phone is, a dumb phone is like not like an Android or an Apple. You have to use like the T9. There's no smart to it. If you have to use the T9 and to text, there's no Wi-Fi, there's nothing. So it's like basically opposite of a smartphone, if you get what I mean. That's the slang for it. But as I was looking at the games, I was like, why do I need all this? I don't really need all these games. And the lineup of games is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good to have all these games. I mean, you can take them and you can take the SD card, copy the games on, and you got your games. And the box art, I didn't really need all this. I just don't, because it's so small. I just want it simple. Basically, I guess I wanted this handheld to be dumb because I just want to just play simple games, simple handhelds. Like let's go over here to, let's see, like these Famicom, which is the NES games. Like look at the lineup. Look how many Contras there is and stuff like that. So, and then I'm gonna go over here to like GBA. And why so many Pokemon's got to be first? Don't get me wrong, I like Pokemon, but it don't have to be the first thing on the list. So where am I going with this? I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and figure out some sort of way to do my own thing. I just want to set something up that's simple and keep this thing just super simple, because and because I had to like fast forward a little bit with this, it takes a few seconds it takes a little bit longer than that for the game to actually loads. And I'm just like, I don't need all this. It's cool. So you know what? I'm gonna take this little 32 gig right here, and I'm just gonna create my own. I'm just gonna get an OS and spruce it up. This is where it comes in with this operating system, is SPRUCE. So we're gonna go ahead and set that up, and you can just watch me see what I'm doing. All right, you guys, let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. All right, yo, I'm about to jump into this. Yo, I don't want to call this a tutorial video because sometimes I make mistakes. You can watch it, see what I'm doing. I'm going to explain some things, maybe some tips, and then maybe you could just learn on the way and you could just do your own thing. All right, you feel me? Let's hop in. Okay, no matter whatever SD card I get, always format it FAT32. This is a small card. This is only 32 gigs. So we're just going to format that FAT32. I like to do that regardless of whatever. I'll get rid of it's new or whatever. I like to just format it. Now we're going to hop up onto the site. Right here, I'm going to leave a link in the description. It'll tell you all of the different things that it does. Basically, it's just like a trimmed stock OS. Basically, that's basically what it is. So it has some definitely good improvements. You could check out the website and just kind of see what's going on, and all the emulators that, or cores, whatever you want to call it, all up in here, to where that it actually tells you like even how to like brighten it. It tells you certain things, that certain functions. Also it lets you know as you scroll down, show you all the emulations that you could set up on here if you want to. That's up to you. I'm gonna be doing my own thing, but I wanted to kind of show you just a little bit of what this site is. You can go ahead and take the time out and read it for yourself and peep it out and on how to do it. It's pretty simple. It's gonna be self-explanatory and stuff like that. You don't have to flash. You just basically just download and copy copy. And also as you go down, it's going to show you about like the different things, like even for like if you look a little bit, you see like even for like the Nintendo 64 and how it can just like, you know, this what's going on with that. So that's up to you. It's your call. I'm probably going to be using, I ain't going to use 64. So once you do that, we go ahead and back up. We're going to go to that download section. And then once you click on that, you're going to get to the site. You're going to download this first one right here. You're going to hit that one. That's going to be on the desktop. Me, I like to go ahead and just, we're going to extract it. I'm just going to extract it to a folder. That's how I usually do it. I don't really mess around. Just, you know, that's how I usually do it. So you just extract it to a folder. You don't need the zip joint. So you could just like, you could toss that. So we're going to open this up. And this is right here. These are all the files that you're going to copy onto your SD card. So that's my SD card. I already labeled it, you know, and it did all the stuff. So we're going to take all this and copy it right over to the SD card. It's going to take a bit. So go grab yourself some coffee, or you could spot me on some coffee or something like that. That's going to be in the description if you want to do a hook your boy up. And then, so with the power of, you know, speeding up, we're going to speed this up. So once everything's done, I want to show you where your BIOS folder is, so you can drop your BIOS up in there. It's going to be right here. That's where your BIOS at. So that way you drop all your BIOS, then in your ROMs. Me, just like I said, this is where you're going to put all your ROMs at. I'm going to put my own library of ROMs in here. I'm quite sure, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, there's ways to find your ROMs. You can use the same SD card with the ROMs on it. You can go ahead and just transfer them over if you want to. That's up to you. But I'm quite sure you'll be able to find them if you just look up those ROMs. Okay, so once you get through all that, you basically done. Pop that thing out and just slide that thing in. So I slide your the old card out. This is what I'm just gonna do because I got my old card up in there. Just slide the old card and just drop it like a bad habit. You know what I'm saying? Then also you're gonna slide that card up in there like you just, you know, you're gonna make it feel good right there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep on, gonna make sure it's pressed in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, definitely impressed. You know what I'm saying? So now you're gonna go ahead and turn your thing on and look at that. Simple. See, it ain't even take me that long. So now your whole thing is all hooked up. Now, if you want to go ahead and just keep going, finding themes, you want to do like your box art. There was even there's directions inside that same folder of the SPRUCE that you can like figure out how to do your box art and all that kind of stuff. But me, I ain't gonna do all that. So we're right here. You can go ahead and like hit your brightness. I'm gonna be tampering with the saturation. And as I go back, let me see. I'm mess with this. You can calibrate your analog if you want to. That's up to you. That's your call. You know, you can turn off that LED light right there. You can turn it off if you want to. I ain't gonna do that, but that's up to you if you want to. Some people get annoyed off of it. So you got your games folder right here. This is where all your ROMs at. So basically, me, I just download nothing but like handhelds. There's a few consoles I did download at this point. Like if you go to Sega Genesis, I didn't use Sega Genesis. You can go ahead and mess with your like the RetroArch if you want to mess with some settings right here. So you can see I ain't even getting no box art, nothing. I just want to just keep it simple. I know my games, so I'm just like, I ain't even tripping. Let's just go over here, just show you the Game Boy. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you a Game Boy game just to give you like a little demo of a game. See, now watch, look how fast it's popped up. Didn't even take that long. That's real time right there. See, but I don't like them black bars. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit the button at the top. Then I'm gonna exit out. We're gonna exit out right here. Let's go ahead right there. We're gonna exit out. And then now I'm gonna go back to that RetroArch folder. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and change the scaling. So we're gonna go right here. We're gonna mess with that scaling right there. So down here, click on that. And then what you want to do, you want to go full screen. That's what I'm doing. That's just me. I'm going full screen. So right here. Now me, just because of RetroArch, I don't like to mess up. So I'm gonna go ahead and like save it. So go back to your main, and then you want to save configuration file. So make sure you say that. That's just me. I don't know. I mean, maybe if you go back, it might still work, but I ain't gonna take that chance. Then quit so you can go back to the main, and then let's go back. Let's go my recent, and then let's see. Now look at that. That hit the whole screen right there. So now that's cool. So now it's cool. So it's like, it looks good. It came green and everything. Checking out GBA real quick. So now we're gonna look at that Metroid 4. Look at that Metroid Fusion. Looking good. Smooth. It ain't nothing. There's no filters. I ain't using nothing. I'm just like, I just want to keep this thing simple. It's small. It's compact. It's easy to fit in the pockets. I just want to play some simple games. I want to get to my games real quick. And me, I love RPGs. So at the same time, so one of the consoles I did go for was SNES. So because you know they got some great RPG games. So look at like some of my favorites like Illusion of Gaia, all night, right there. Illusion of Gaia was off the chain. If you guys haven't played Illusion of Gaia, you gotta play Illusion of Gaia. And then my last one, I'm just gonna, I just wanted to kind of show you. This is from TurboGrafx 16, definitely. So with that being said, peep this out because definitely, man, like I sat on the side before I even did the rest of recording this and enjoyed it. It's so simple, light. I'm loving it, yo. And with that, I'm out, yo. I hope you guys like it. If you guys made it this far, I truly appreciate it. All right, yo. And from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.